Welcome to your day 3 renew practice. In this 30-minute practice, you can expect some longer yin style holds and a little bit of slow, gentle movement. The primary focus will be similar to a yin class, really looking to relax and release, targeting the connective tissue, but we will incorporate a little bit of easy, gentle, a little faster movements, faster than long holds movement throughout. Today's focus will be on the spine. We will get started on our backs. If you have a bolster, it'll be nice to have it handy. If you don't, that's okay. You can grab a blanket or a towel, roll them up or stack them. Cushions, blocks, any props that you have, get them handy if you don't have them already. We'll get started on our backs. Coming to a Shavasana shape, releasing the hands beside the body. Beginning to find your breath. To ground into our practice, into our bodies, we'll be moving our awareness from the crown of the head through to the base of the feet. Continuing to focus mindfully on each breath in and out as our awareness travels down the body. Taking 3 full breaths to begin. Just letting these breaths let go of anything that you might be carrying with you as you land on your mat, any stress or worry. Let it all go. Open up your mind, free up some space, letting yourself be open and available for the next 30 minutes. Now bringing some intention to each breath as we move through the body. On each inhale in, mindfully bringing a calm energy, a grounding energy into the area. And with each exhale, softening, releasing resistance, letting tension go. Inhaling with the awareness on the head. Moving to the shoulders. The torso. The hips and the bum. The legs. And finally, the feet. Mindfully inviting that calm, peaceful energy into the body as a whole. 2 full breaths. Let go of any remaining resistance. Releasing any tension that remains. Gently wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. If you've closed down the eyes, you might open them up here. Then drawing the soles of the feet to the mat, lift the hips, shift them to the outer right edge of the mat, releasing your feet to the bottom left corner. We're headed into a banana asana. You might keep the feet resting beside one another. Maybe you cross one leg over the other. When your lower body has landed, drawing the arms overhead. You've got some options here. You might take hold of the right wrist, applying a little bit of gentle pressure, that nice easy traction. Maybe the hands come to opposite elbows or resting at a cactus or a T. And you might experiment playing with all of those shapes before settling on the one that best serves you in your practice today. Holding here in this shape for 5 more breaths. Next breath takes us back to center. Plant the soles of the feet. Release the hips to the middle of your mat. With the arms at a cactus, gentle release of the knees from side to side. Finding this easy windshield wiper movement. Maybe passing twice, maybe 3 times through each side. If you're passing more, slow it down. Looking for ease here. Not a race. As you come back through center, root through the feet as you lift the hips to the outside left edge of your mat. Releasing the feet to the bottom right corner. Again, checking in, maybe beside, maybe right over left, or maybe that left leg crossing over feels best. And then landing with the upper body, taking it towards the right side of your mat. Allowing your breath to ground you into this shape. And just checking in. I say it because I was doing it. If you notice you're clenching or gripping anywhere, maybe in the feet, the arms, the glutes, let it go. Invite a softening. If there's space to relax more, let that relaxation happen. One more breath here. Gently release back to center. Root through the soles of the feet. Taking the arms out to a cactus. This time taking hold of one of your props. That might be a block. Maybe you have cushions, or you might just stack a couple towels. Lift the hips, place the block beneath the low back in that sacrum area. And then release into your supported bridge. You'll know you've landed when you are in a bridge shape and not working. We're not looking to build strength, we're nourishing our low back here. So landing here, making any adjustments, and you might have to fiddle around with the prop to get it in that sweet spot. That's okay, that's welcome. Landing here, releasing the arms to the side, open up through the heart center, and then either keeping the feet grounded to the earth or releasing them long. Yogi's choice, how you land, knowing we're here for 5 breaths. Slowly lift the hips, release the prop from your mat, lower the hips to the mat, and then taking hold of your prop, You might come to your seat like me to do it. Taking hold of your prop, we're gonna find a heart opening shape. You've got lots of options here. So you could use a rolled up blanket or a rolled up towel along the length of the spine. If you do have a bolster like me, taking it the same. And also knowing if you don't have a bolster or towels, you do have blocks and you'd like to use them, you can take your supported fish shape. So taking a block across or up the length of the spine or by the shoulders and then supporting the head. But once you choose the one that's best for you, slowly releasing back, keeping the feet extended if that feels good. If any other shape is calling to you, finding that, opening through the heart center, creating that space as you release the arms to the side. We'll be here for a couple minutes, really inviting space as we land in this shape and just knowing that as you land in stillness, it's totally natural for your mind to be racing, for distractions to come up and try to pull you out of this physical stillness. Know that is completely normal. Acknowledge those thoughts, let them come in, but don't linger on them. Let them enter, let them pass through, and allow your awareness to find its way back to your breath. Here in the shape for 5 more full, slow breaths. Gently begin to release from this heart opening shape, maybe rolling to the side, clearing your prop from the mat, and then taking your body all the way back down to the mat. Knees draw into the chest, keeping those big toes connected. Maybe there's a generous space between the knees as you gently shift from side to side. Nice little massage for the low back. Soles of the feet extend to the sky, finding a happy baby. Know that if the feet are really far away, the back of the thighs might be the perfect spot to land today. And if stillness in this shape feels good, landing in stillness, if a little gentle side to side rocking is what you're craving, finding that rocking. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Chin comes to the chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Then taking the hands to the back of the thighs, gently rock and roll your way up and down the spine. 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 or 5 times. Making your way into your tabletop position. Landing here in your tabletop position, you might want to keep your props handy at the top of your mat. You may want to use them in the upcoming shapes. And if they're not there, no, you can always adjust and grab them. But landing in our tabletop position, making our way through a few rounds of very slow, very gentle cow-cat movements. One more round. Keeping the hips stacked above the knees, gently walk the hands forward. We're headed to a melting heart. Releasing the forearms to the mat, checking in that the hips are stacked, and then drawing the head down. The forehead might come to the mat. If there's a lot of space, you might take the chin or the chest to the mat. And just know if the mat feels really far away, close that gap with a block, your cushions, whatever you have handy, a small Rubbermaid, a Tupperware container. Landing here in this shape, checking in. Know that if there is any unwelcome sensation, just make any necessary adjustments. Maybe that's releasing the arms a little wider, taking one arm back. Really seeking that edge. You want to find that perfect level of stress, never pain. And then holding for time. Final few breaths here. Gently begin to rise up, take the weight into the forearms, and slowly lower the body all the way to the mat. We're coming into our Sphinx pose. You might wish to use the bolster beneath the armpits here to release into, to find a little bit of a more gentle variation, a little bit more relaxing. And just know that if you are seeking more depth, we will repeat this the second time, so there is time to explore that. But if right off the bat, this isn't enough sensation for you, take the legs wider, draw the heels towards the bum, or even know that you can explore seal, drawing those forearms right off the mat. If you've taken a prop beneath the body, gently clear it out of the way, just moving it to the side. And when you're ready, releasing the body all the way to the mat, palms stack on top of one another, resting the left cheek on top of the hand, gazing to the right side of your space. We're in a resting belly pose. Gently begin to draw the right knee up the side body, landing in a resting belly, half frog shape. We're here for 3 more breaths. Gently release the leg back to center. 1 breath here. And slowly rise up. Coming into our second and final round of Sphinx. This time you might wish to explore a little bit more depth. Maybe you explored some depth and you're looking for a little more relaxing. That's okay too. Just take what you need from this shape, finding that perfect place and holding there. And always know that movement is welcome. We're looking for stillness often in these slower practices. But if you take a seal pose and your back tells you it's not having it, there's no award for pushing through pain. Just release. Always looking to listen to those subtle messages that our body's offering up and to respond mindfully in movement. Three more breaths here. Gently begin to release all the way to the mat. Stacking the hands. This time the right cheek lands on the hands, gazing to the left side of your space. Pausing here to ground through your breath. And slowly sliding the left knee up the side body. We're in a resting belly, half frog pose on our second side. Gently begin to release the leg back to center. Land here. Then slowly draw the hands to land beneath the shoulders. Connect the big toes as you tuck your toes. Press all the way back to a child's pose. Knees wide or knees connected. Yogi's choice. Maybe taking some easy movement to release and settle into this shape. If you've connected the knees, take the knees wide, land in that wide leg child's pose. And then together, let's gently draw the hands off the right side of the space, mindfully drawing the energy from the bum towards the heels, keeping rooted down, really inviting that expansion, that stretch, that lengthening in the side body. Slow release back to center. And drawing your hands off the left side of your space. Gentle release back to center. Walk the hands in towards the body. Rise all the way up. We'll take one more shape from our seat before finishing on our backs. So finding a caterpillar or a seated single or a seated forward fold. So extending the legs out, and just know if your hamstrings are screaming at you when you do this, just release them. Take a generous or gentle bend in the knees. You can release any prop beneath them. Even a bolster might feel really sweet. Or taking a block, your towels, your blankets, any of the things, shove it under your knees. And then lengthen through the spine. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears if they're creeping out. Invite some space. And gently, with that long, straight spine, begin to release forward. This might be a really big fold forward, or it might be a very subtle but lovely feeling hinge forward. Wherever you land, hands on the body, hands on the mat. Maybe wiggling into the shape. And then releasing to stillness. We'll be here for about a minute. Three more breaths here. If you've used any props, gently release them as you rise up. Coming to land all the way on your back. Knees draw into the chest. Gentle movement side to side. Extend the left leg long, interlacing the fingers over the right shin, or maybe over the thigh, drawing it into midline, holding for a breath. And gentle supine twist to the left. Right hand releases to the earth. Making any adjustments to land in this shape. You might even take support beneath the knee if that feels good. Placing a block or stack of cushions. Five more full, slow breaths. Gently release back to center. Hug both knees into the chest. This time your chin draws to your chest too. Big squeeze in. And slow lower down. This time our right leg extends, drawing the left knee in towards the body. Before finding that gentle supine twist to the right. And always know if I offer a twist and it's not the twist for you, just take a variation that does serve you. Maybe that's with the knees connected. Maybe you want a little bit more depth, finding a bind. Whatever best serves you, land there. Final breath here. Slowly release to center. Extend the legs long. Release the arms overhead. Wiggle the fingers. Wiggle the toes. Nice good morning, good afternoon, good evening stretch. Lengthening. Then draw the knees into the chest, hands to the back of the thighs as you gently roll your way up to your easy seated position. Drawing the hands through heart center. Closing our practice today with 3 deep cleansing breaths, returning to that intention to bring calm and peace, a sense of ease into the body. And with each exhale, letting go of any remaining tension, anything that's left lingering that isn't going to serve you. 3 deep breaths in. Inhale, fill the belly through the nose. And let it out with a sigh. Twice more. Final time. Thank you so much for taking this time to land on your mat, to join me for this practice, and I hope to see you for day 4. Have a beautiful day.